Our goal with this video is to make sure that when people with disabilities are traveling, something like this that Nicolette experienced does not happen to anyone. Nicolette's calling the Gatlinburg Sky Bridge now.
To tell me I can't do something just because of a wheelchair and it's not a safety issue or anything like that is, I feel,
Agreed.
a little unjust.
So as Nicolette rolls away from the location that told her she's not allowed to go due to her wheelchair, we hope that you guys can like and share this to spread awareness and hopefully be able to change it for other folks in wheelchairs that are trying to go to Gatlinburg, Tennessee, driving thousands of miles to get here.
Hey guys, don't mind my bed rest. I'm down to my last week and I'm super excited.
We both are super excited for the bed rest to be over.
So this video is a little different. I don't really like making like negative comments or dwelling on anything negative, but I feel
Babe,
like
this isn't negative. I wouldn't say negative.
Okay, yeah, this needs to be said. So for anyone who's never watched any of our videos before, I do use a wheelchair. I'm a full-time wheelchair user. I'm a paraplegic from a car accident.
I walk.
So that being said, I don't expect like special treatment or everything in the world to be accessible, but I do expect like general respect and general like access to things when they are available.
Yep, and we were in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, going to the Smoky Mountains, stopped at an attraction, and we got on camera most of the interaction where we think Nicolette experienced some discrimination in Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
So we traveled to the Gatlinburg Sky Park after reading about the restricted access ticket for wheelchair users in the accessibility portion of their website. After being turned away once, we double-checked the website and then went back to talk to someone else at the ticket booth.
Nicolette's going to find out why she can't go on the bridge. Notice this man in blue, eager to come up and stop her before she gets to the ticket booth for the second time. Yeah, we were just wondering why we can't use the bridge.
It's because it's 5 foot wide for starters, and it's the slope of the bridge. So.
Yeah.
Her chair's about 2 feet wide, so we just didn't know why we can't. If she can handle the slope, why she can't get on? She's not 5 feet wide.
It's just the.
Is there like a weight limit or something?
No, it has nothing to do with like the weight or.
So what you just saw was me approaching the ticket window for the Gatlinburg Sky Park for the second time. Both times I approached the ticket window or got in line to go get my ticket. I was approached by the same man twice. He just proceeded to tell me, you know, the bridge is not accessible, but there are actually 2 to 3 other attractions on the Gatlinburg Sky Deck that are accessible that were never mentioned to me. I was never even able to approach the ticket window before that man had turned me away and just explained that I cannot do this attraction. So they told me that I can't use the Sky Bridge, which you guys can see up there because it's too slopey. I know you guys have seen me do way more slope than that. There's no weight limit, there's no structural reason.
We just find it a little bit inappropriate that they make the determination for her on whether or not she can handle a very gradual slope.
Honestly, it made me feel really unwelcome. I don't really experience that much. There's many attractions throughout the entire country that aren't totally accessible, but they've always been nothing but accommodating and encouraging. And if I have help, which I always do with me, that is willing to do, you know, the things they aren't legally allowed to do, they're usually so just happy to see me doing it. I've never been so discouraged and turned away and treated as if, you know, I wasn't worth coming to an attraction. It just feels really weird that we have discrimination still in 2021 for anything, honestly.
All right, here's Nicolette coming down a slope in the town where they said she couldn't. So it's just a little funny that as we leave that location, we go down a more angled slope than the actual place. So obviously I want my baby to be able to experience everything just as anyone else can. And I don't know if it was poor training for the workers, for that employee that was there, or the employee that we called later on in this video, But I just think it's wrong that they didn't say, oh, you're in a wheelchair, this is what we have to offer. You can't do the sky bridge that you want to do. What you can do is A, B, and C.
Yeah, they were always just like, you can't do this bridge. They were never like, oh, this option is available, this option is available. And it was just confusing because we saw on the website that there were attractions that I could do.
Yeah.
Because I was feeling super unwelcome due to the worker of the Sky Park not even letting me approach the ticket booth twice, I didn't even get a chance to ask what restricted access meant.
After checking it out, what the restricted access gave us access to was the Sky Deck, the Sky Trail, and the restaurant.
The next clip is me calling the manager right after we left. She also didn't mention any of the other attractions.
Hi, my name is Nicolette, and we were calling about the issue of not allowing wheelchairs on the Sky Bridge, and I was just wondering if you guys can tell me why that is, because no one's really given me a direct answer on why, except for that it's a small slope, and you know, a slope doesn't deter me. So I was just wondering what the reasoning was.
It's not big enough for a wheelchair.
Okay. What is not big enough for a wheelchair exactly? Because not to be rude, but there were people that were actually bigger than me with my wheelchair. My wheelchair is very small going onto the Sky Bridge.
We can't allow wheelchairs on the bridge.
This response was probably what bothered me the most. I don't know why she didn't recommend any of the other attractions or why she was being so rude.
Okay, yeah, I'm just...
And there's 66 steps.
This is the first time someone mentioned steps to us, which actually doesn't deter us. We can navigate those. There were 0 steps to any of the other attractions that were accessible.
So you're saying because of the stairs, which no one had mentioned before, so thank you for mentioning that. We tackle stairs all the time. But, so you're saying it's because of the size?
It's the size of the bridge, yes.
Well, thank you for that information.
Bye.
My biggest issue with everything you guys have seen in the video today was the way I was spoken to and the way the employees emphasized, you know, that I couldn't use a certain attraction when there were 3 other attractions that I very well could have used. So that was the part that was upsetting, and that's the part that I want to change. And I want to change that for me and for everyone else. And in as many places as I possibly can.
Whether in a wheelchair, whether they have a different disability, we want to make sure there's access at every attraction in America and everywhere.
Where definitely, especially where it says there's going to be access.
Yeah.
So, most of our videos are going to be super exciting. We are going to be doing a lot of crystal mining and just exploring and adventuring all throughout the country.
So make sure you subscribe, go onto our channel, you can check out our channel trailer, see what we mostly do, and hit that subscribe button to stay updated for future videos. Please leave a comment below, give us constructive feedback. If you think that Gatlinburg Sky Bridge was in the right, then tell us that. If you think that they could do it better, tell us that. And if you've ever experienced any discrimination, whether it was due to a disability, due to your race, due to anything, leave it in the comments.
Having children, I feel like that affects people that have young children, anything. So.
Yeah, leave that in the comments below. Tell us about your experience with discrimination anywhere.
I just want to say too that for the people that constructed the Gatlinburg Sky Park, I've been in many attractions where there was glass doors and bridges, and all of those things are usually pretty accessible. If there's no like weight limit or anything like that, I think that you should kind of go out of your way a little bit more to provide like a ramp to be able to go up to the bridge anyway. If you look at the layout here, it shows that, you know, a ramp could have easily been put in also, just as a side note.